Hey guys, and welcome to the 6th Ranger. It's been a while since we've talked Power Rangers Dino Fury here, but with the latest leaks from the second half of the first season, it was hard to resist the urge to talk about what's to come. Now, I've probably already spoiled it in the title of this video, but I'll put it out there anyway. There will be some kind of spoilers for episodes 13 to 22. Now let's start off with this leaked image from episode 14. They have finally brought back everybody's favourite villain from Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, Lord Zedd. Now, judging from this picture alone, it looks like Zedd has returned in some way or another and has captured the Ranger team. He seems to be missing his staff, which I'm guessing could be connected to his and Rita's son Thrax having it in his appearance in Power Rangers, so I am wondering if they will reference the past. Who knows? I'm interested to see how they bring him back. And here's to hoping they don't just kill him off again in one episode, and he is a mainstay for future seasons. The biggest mystery for me is how he returns in the way that he is, his evil form. Because, as many Power Rangers fans know, at the end of Power Rangers in Space, which was Lord Zedd's final appearance, Zordon's energy wave wiped over all of the Earth, cleansing the evil that was upon it. Now, for some reason, Rita, Zedd, and a few others, rather than just being disintegrated into dust like most of the bad guys, they were purified and returned to their good states. Zedd was turned back into a human and continued his life as a good person. So what has happened to turn him back into this version? Or is this some kind of time traveling experiment? I think that's probably more likely the outcome, that one of the villains has learned to travel back in time and bring an evil Prime Zedd back to help capture the Rangers. But with my theories out of the way, let's get to the next thing that we want to talk about, which is the small episode descriptions for episodes 13 to 22, which could possibly help us figure out what's going on. Now, I've gotten this leak from Ranger Board on Twitter, but I think this originally came from the UK TV channel Pop, as they released some descriptions on this half of the season. So, episode 13, Javi thinks Izzy has a crush on a friend and he sets them up on a date, but his assumption causes big problems when the monsters smell love in the air. Episode 14, which I believe is the one that features Lord Zedd, Ollie boasts to his friends that he's afraid of nothing, but when the other Rangers are captured by a formidable foe, Ollie realises his biggest fear. That certainly sounds like it's connected with Lord Zedd, especially going off that image that we have, seeing the Rangers are literally captured. I cannot wait for episode 14. So episode 15, Ollie agrees to help Javi with a story, but his desire for new tech distracts him from his promise. The villains exploit his obsession and Ollie learns a lesson about priorities. Episode 16, Ion, the new Gold Ranger, reveals the dark truth about Zeto's past and the Rangers learn what makes a true leader. This is another one I'm really looking forward to. As you all know, I'm a big fan of 6th Rangers, and the Gold Ranger is a 6th Ranger, so hopefully this is a good episode, and he makes a good addition to the legendary 6th Ranger legacy. Episode 17. I'm unsure if it's Ion or Aeon if I'm honest, but we'll go with Ion for now. Ion is given free ice cream as thanks for a heroic act, and the perks go to his head. When his Zord is captured, Ion learns what it means to be a real hero. Episode 18, Izzy attempts to hide her struggles with electronics class, putting the Rangers at risk when they rely on those skills during a battle. Episode 19, the villains use a Sporex beast with body swapping powers to chase pirate treasure, which interferes with Amelia's attempt to make over Pop Pop for a date. Episode 20, seeking new Zords, Zeto is trapped on a distant planet, and Ion makes a risky trip to save him. Together they must confront the nightmares of their past before the Zords can be found. That sounds like it certainly might be an interesting episode. I always love the parts of the show and individual seasons where the Rangers are after new Zords. Zords are cool, no one can change my mind, and the more Zords we get per season, the better. Episode 21. The Rangers need Dr. Akana's help to stop Void Knight's evil scheme, but Ollie disagrees with Zeto's plan, afraid it will put his mother in danger. Finally, we get mention of Void Knight, which, if you watch my early reviews on the first few episodes of Dino Fury, you'll see that I was a big fan of Void Knight. I thought he was a cool bad guy, he had a great design, a great underground evil lair, and a cool voice, so it's a shame that he's not been mentioned in any of these previous descriptions. Finally then, the season finale, episode 22. While the Rangers fight to get Santa's magic sketchbook back from the villains, Javi and Solon are caught in a trap. Judging by that description, I guess it's pretty safe to say that the season finale will be a Christmas special. As far as I'm aware, even though they've split this season up into 2 halves, kind of making it a 2-season show, we will not be seeing any more Dino Fury past episode 22. So once this season is over, I cannot wait to see what Hasbro come up with next. Because if you're not aware, they are separating from their Sentai counterpart, and everything will now be original Hasbro Power Rangers content, which, in my opinion, is very exciting. I know many of you fans are big fans of the original Japanese stuff that gets adapted for the American Power Rangers show. However, I'm personally a big fan of all the unique American Rangers. For example, the Titanium Ranger. He was the first Ranger to be created solely for Power Rangers, and I think he's one of the coolest. We can also even look at the stuff they've created for the comic books, aka Lord Draken, the Ranger Slayer. This is the stuff that Power Rangers have been originally coming out with, not just adapting from their Sentai counterpart. So if this continues into the actual TV show, I think we are in for some amazing Power Rangers content. Let me know what you guys think of these descriptions. Are you excited for the second half of Dino Fury, or are you not a fan of the show? Personally, I think it's had its ups and downs. It's not one of the strongest seasons of Power Rangers, but there have definitely been worse seasons. I can see that they've been trying to make up from past mistakes that they've made in other shows, but for me, it still lacks some of that storytelling potential that Power Rangers does have. And I genuinely believe that's down to the limits that they have by using existing footage. Yes, they get to reshoot stuff to add to the Japanese content, but when it's 100% original, I think that storytelling and that narrative structure will really come to life, making for much stronger Power Rangers content. Okay, I'm not going to ramble on much longer, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know down below what you think of Lord Zedd's return. How will he come back? Is it time travel? Is he just back to being evil? Let us know your thoughts in the comments down below. Before we go, guys, I want to, of course, mention our friends over at Angel Grove Collectibles. If you are into collecting Power Rangers stuff, whether it be Lightning Collection figures or even older, harder to find things, you can most likely find them over at angelgrovecollectibles.com. If you do head over, use the code 6thRanger10 for 10% off your order. They're an Australian-based company, but they ship worldwide, so go and check it out. I can promise you, you will not be disappointed. Okay, guys, thanks for watching. I hope you have a great day, and I will see you next time on the 6th Ranger.